by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Hurricanes with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent. And
running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Throwing St. Clair. Quick completion on the out. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air. It's St. Clair. Turns it upfield. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Makes the grab down the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. At the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Again, it's St. Clair. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
St. Clair fires into the end zone. Picked off. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Got his man. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Handoff to the single back. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rides to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on, and they fail to hook up on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll run it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Wants to throw on third down. Got the quick pass. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Give him 105 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal.
those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Tavian St. Clair can hold on in the face of the contact.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The run inside. It's White. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Throwing St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Sees an alley. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still looking to his right. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. St. Clair. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here we go. Ready, go. Trying to pound their way in. They put the brakes on it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. To the air, it's St. Clair. Wide out trying to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They want to send an early message as they open this season, going for it on 4th and goal. Tavian St. Clair. Touchdown, Penn State! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's a seam wide open. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing St. Clair. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right? It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. St. Clair. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Under pressure. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Still looking. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he almost had a pick.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tavian St. Clair extending the play. Finds a man on the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Again, it's St. Clair. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 15 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Seminoles trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing St. Clair. Left side is Howard. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet, it's St. Clair. Rolls right. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Howard. Good, strong tackle.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. At the 45 on its way. Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown, Canes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Miami, 41. Penn State, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
St. Clair. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He'll pull it down. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. Kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Out wide right, it's Vaughn.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Powers inside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires immediately. Across the 25, he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Keeps it on the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tavian St. Clair finds his big tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're all over him. Takes a hit as he fires. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Again, it's St. Clair. Right side, it's Samuel. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing St. Clair. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10, as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Wants to throw again. This time he's got it. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tavian on the play action. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This should be the last play of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Washington. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the back. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out wide left, it's Samuel. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Trying to run, it's White. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Here's a gift to Lyle. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blown to run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Long way to go on second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Turning it on. He's at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Set to kick it away.
From deep, it's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Rolling right and going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They've got... .49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Burrowing for yardage. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, this...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gashing the D on the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Drops back on first down. The quick out. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Rush right in his face. Makes the grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Washington. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Wants to throw on first. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Miami, 69. Penn State, 27.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Here's a gift to Lyle. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
it.